Welcome back to Studio 4, everyone. Joining us now are Scott Gary, owner of Amarillo Bolt, and also Victoria Hughes, Operation First 5 facilitator. Thank y'all for coming in today.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And today we're going to be talking about the week of the young child, and we're going to continue to talk about that. Victoria, you were in yesterday, and today what are we going to focus on?
Well, it's the third of 5 basics, and that's count, group, and compare. That's simple things you can do with your babies under 5 that'll help build all those math skills that they'll use later in life and when they get a job later in life.
Yes, and speaking of, getting a job later on in life, going into the workforce, I want to talk to you. Like, how does that help y'all later on whenever they start getting into the workforce?
The counting skills help, the being able to compare pieces and parts, and to be able to, you've got to learn your measurements, you've got to learn your fractions, your skills. All your numbers come into play every day, and shapes, and be able to compare parts, is to match them up or anything like that.
Yes, sir. It is very important. And whenever they're at a young age, this is the time when kids are like sponges. They absorb all this information. So, Victoria, how can we start getting our kids to learn those basic math skills? How do we implement that?
Yeah. So 80% of the brain is formed by the age of 3. So
oh my goodness.
Yes. So something as simple as a baby sitting in front of us with those Cheerios, you might push 1, 2, 3, or you might give them 5, and I have 2. You say, who has more? You have more. Does brother have more? Does sister have more? That's all those early brain pathways that's going to build so that when they get to Amarillo Bolt, they're going to be strong employees and have those strong math skills and all the pieces that they need. Yeah.
Yes, that is so good. And Scott, about how many employees do y'all have out there at Amarillo Bolt?
19 or 20.
19 or 20. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And all walks of life out there?
All walks of life, of all ages,
And are y'all hiring right now in case anyone's out there that, hey, I have those skills. Where can we go?
The door's always open.
Oh, awesome, Scott. Thank
yes,
you. Again, I'm so glad that y'all are doing this. And can you tell us a little bit more about the Week of the Young Child? Because this is national.
Yes. Week of the Young Child is to celebrate caregivers, parents, grandparents, all that. Those people that touch the lives of children under 5 is really to lift up the importance of that brain development in that time. So if you want to get basics text messages to your phone, you can scan that QR code. It'll give you all these little nudges and reminders of how to build that baby's brain.
Awesome. And Scott, why did you decide to come on today to support Victoria?
I think early childhood development, teaching your child at a young age, and they are sponges. I mean, they learn from their parents and they learn from their surroundings, and I think it's very important to give them the good basics to build the future with.
Yes, of course. Victoria, before we go, where can we go for more information about this week and about everything that y'all do?
Yes, you can go to thebasicsamarillo.org. and it'll tell all about those basics. It'll give you a link to sign up for the text messages, and be looking out for a special event this Saturday at the Workforce off Eddy Street. And there are going to be all kinds of fun activities for families who have children under 8, so all that early childhood, all that age in that age range. So lots of fun activities for families this Saturday.
Victoria and Scott, thank you for coming in.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, stay with us. We have more Studio 4 after the break.